right, we've reached the portion of our conversation where you tell me what's going on with some of the Stanford football players in the National Football League. McCaffrey, walk me through this here. It's Baker Mayfield with him. How do you think that? This is what I love talking to you about. One of the many reasons why I love talking to you, David Shaw, because I was sitting on the set with you when Baker Mayfield got drafted. So,
yes.
If I told you Mayfield at Cleveland, I'm like, hey, guess what? He and McCaffrey are going to be in the same backfield in Carolina in 2022. You'd have been like, what? But such is the case. How do you think that's going to work? And how is McCaffrey feeling after 2 seasons in a row and having all the conversations about his fragility now front and center? Coach, what do you got for me there?
So to answer the first question first,
yes.
One thing I know about Baker Mayfield, he's at his best when the questions are the biggest right now. So big questions. He plays with a chip on his shoulder, and he plays well in those environments, especially if you give him a running game. Right, what he did in Cleveland a couple of years ago with a really good running game and a couple of good tight ends, his outlets, and his legs, and playing great defense, he can play well enough to get you to the playoffs. Second question, the Christian McCaffrey that I know, with questions out there, you better look out. Right, this is the healthiest he's been. It's the best he's felt in 2 years. He has a monster chip on his shoulder to prove that he deserves where he is as far as the contract and the respect and all the yards and NFL records that he's already broken. He's my early vote for comeback player of the year. He is fired up. He is ready. And I can't wait to watch him play this year.
And rules, offense, and system, that this can all it looks good. I mean, Mayfield has been making some great throws in the preseason. It does look good, but it's preseason.
They've bounced around a couple different things before. They've had quarterbacks get injured,
right.
Play up and down. The receivers are healthy. They've got speed outside. You get a healthy Christian McCaffrey and a mobile quarterback like Baker. Now you've got a lot of those things, just like we talked about. Baker's going to get you 2 to 3 positive running plays per game.
Right.
And now you give Christian McCaffrey the option routes, hand it to him a bunch of times. Now you've got the makings of an exciting offense.
And then in terms of narratives that I hear all the time in the NFL, when the subject of matter, the Houston Texans, comes up, I hear your voice in my head all the time when I hear the thing, maybe Jimmy G can go to Houston because they're not really sold on Davis Mills. And I hear your voice in my head saying, who said they're not sold on Davis Mills? And I think they are sold on him, and I'll give you the floor on what you know on this subject matter for him in Houston.
Well,
Coach.
He's just another one of those 6'4" plus Stanford quarterbacks who's really smart, really accurate, and a better athlete than you think, and can make all the throws. He's got a big-time arm. Nothing phases him. He's got a coordinator who understands him and understands what he does well and is putting those things around him. Will they have enough up front? Does he have enough weapons? Will they play well enough on defense that it's not all on his shoulders? Those are the big questions. I don't think Davis Mills is the question. You watch how he played the last month of the season, and you can make a case that he was the best rookie quarterback in the NFL at the end of last year.
Yeah, I know. And in terms of turkey fresh in the oven to one that's been in the oven 2 hours too long, how done is Andrew Luck, Coach? How done is he?
He's been done, but everybody still asks. Because he is so special, because he's
right.
so talented. But he has moved on. He's starting grad school this fall. He just had baby number 2. His life is great. He's very content on his NFL career. Not fired up about how it ended, but it did end. He did a lot of great things and brought a lot of joy to the people of Indianapolis. And now for him, it's time for chapter 2.
So he's on campus. He's back on Stanford's campus for grad school, is what you're saying, or is he somewhere else?
I don't know if I'm supposed to publicize that or not.
Oh,
but
okay.
Yes. He's starting grad school this fall. He and his wife, Nicole, are coming back out this way, and he's just going to be around. He loves the Stanford environment, and he and his family are going to spend some time here, and we can't wait to be around him.
So you could be strolling on campus, and there he is with his book bag? Is that really what can happen this
absolutely.
fall?
Absolutely, and that's one of the things that's so great about this campus is in Indianapolis, still after not playing these last few years, he goes out to a restaurant, he still gets mobbed.
Right.
But you're going to walk on campus here, and Mark Zuckerberg might be walking across campus. Condoleezza Rice is walking across campus, right? There's people walking across campus that are famous, they're world famous. So he's just another one of that group.
Well, Dr. Rice, she'll have her Broncos book bag now, right? She's part of that group. She's part of the ownership group there.
Yes, she is.